Hello everybody, this is Janice. This is part 3 of my loose tooth layout. I am going to stamp the just part of the title. I have this doodle alphabet stamp set that I got at the garage sale at our crop that we went to. And so this is, I'm trying to find something that you can see it on. Cute, cute, cute. Used, but that's the great thing about stamps. It doesn't matter if they're used. It's D1242. I don't know. This is from, doesn't tell you the year on here. I don't know how old that is, but anyway. Robin got one too. She spotted it. I wasn't even going to get it, but she said it was cute, and she was right. So I am going to stamp. This is already adhered down, so I'm going to stamp with walnut stain first, and then we're going to stamp loose. Put it up here first. This aside so we don't get ink on our photo. Loose. And then the word tooth is going to be right there. Okay. So I'm going to move the layout out so we can work on the rest of the stamping. Here is the title. Right here. It's still on the mat. I'm going to actually stamp on the mat. You can't see the words because they're white. I'm going to use peeled paint, and I'm going to use a background stamp from a stamp set called Romantic Backgrounds, and don't know when this one came out either. Another one of those garage sale finds. And I'm going to stamp the letters with these leaves. I'm going to use my Martha Stewart press. It doesn't get much love. I still prefer, if you're wondering, I still prefer the Fiskars stamp press to this one. I just do. I think it's better. Okay. I don't care if I get ink on my mat, but I'm just going to be careful here, just in case. A piece of scrap paper here. Okay. Then down here I have the cuts. At the bottom here I have the cuts for the what's it called? Approved Everyday Life. C1521, but I'll show you that in a minute. Let's do the ink in here. I'm looking for the little distress tool. Where is it? Okay. So we're going to get these letters off of here. My mat is nice and sticky. I use Elmer's or Scotch repositionable glue stick to re-sticky my mats. Robin and I were having quite the difficulty with these new mats. I got a set from Hobby Lobby, and it was the first set that I ever got that wasn't sticky enough. The paper was moving on us. So it was a good thing that Danita, the lady who ran the weekend crop, she actually had a little store there, and so we were able to get other ones, but that's just so annoying because, you know, I came prepared, so I wouldn't have to do that. But anyway, that's the mat that was giving me trouble. and I put 2 layers of the repositionable adhesive, and it's working fine. So now I'm just going to ink all these edges, and this is going to coordinate nicely. You can barely tell that these are leaves, but it gives a nice little texture. I love doing that with my letters. You could paint, ink, spritz them, spray them, spackle them, whatever you want to do to them. And so I did these at what did I do? I don't know what size these cut at. Let's see. These are about 1.5 inch letters on the Close to My Heart Cricut Artiste cartridge. So there we go. Now, something you can do to be able to adhere all of your letters at once, and if you want to line them up nicely, is to, you know what, I'm thinking that these are just not inked enough. We need more, because the paper underneath this is white. So we've got to really ink them up. Anyway, this is a great basic font that you can take your stamps and just go to town. Or, like I said, any other media that you have that you like to use. And this should be good. Okay. So as I was saying, you can line these up. You could do it on your mat, your cutting mat, so that you can use the lines on the mat. There's a little leftover repositionable adhesive left on the back of the cuts because, like I said, I put a layer of adhesive on my mat, so just enough to kind of hold things in place, but not enough to, you know, adhere them or anything like that. And then I have this drywall tape. I didn't buy this, so I'm pretty sure you can buy it at like Home Depot or Lowe's. Somebody gave this to me. I don't know what the price is on it. I haven't priced it. But this is what I do. And so you could even go over this. Let's use this one. And you can add an added pattern to it. I just thought of this. I mean, I've done this before, but I just remembered. And you'll see it in a second when we put it down on our layout. So now we can pick up the whole thing. Just be careful. And we can kind of see where we want it. And I know I want it centered right there. And so now all I have to do is add my adhesive. No, let's not go with that. I always make a mess with the quick dry. Let's move that aside so we don't get glue on our picture. Right, Carol? P. Moved it aside so I'm not working on my layout. It's definitely a good tip. It's a bad example for me to do that, because if you get glue on your picture, you're not going to be happy. I'm not going to be happy either. So here we go. I'll try to cover up that schmutzy part right there. They're not going to be completely covered. And then you just press down. And when you rip this off, don't do it, you know, like a band-aid. You want to just lift it up and keep holding it down. You'll be able to see the texture that we were able to get by doing what I did there at the end. I think you can see it. Okay. And so now we're going to move on to the next part, and I'll do a part 4 for that. So stay tuned for part 4. Thanks for watching.